Never ever forget Nigeria 1999. The song is still plays in my head anytime, I just welcome to Nigeria 99. I remember that very, very clearly. And I think I was staying somewhere around Surulere at that time, somewhere around Barracks. And the stadium was amazing. At that time, it was mind-blowing. Everybody in Surulere, they were excited. It was as if it was Surulere that was hosting.
It was as if the stadium was really built.
Exactly.
The was fantastic.
And then there was there's a lot of eatery spots in Trulli already, but a lot of people made money at that time as well. So aside from infrastructural development, even the economy as well, Qatar spent billions, but what they earned in return cannot even be compared to what they had spent. All right, so let's look at it from the angle of what does it say about our maintenance culture. So it's not even just the sports now, all right, because National Theatre, which is supposed to be one of our national legacies, yes, one of our national legacies. What is happening with National Theatre Igomo? It's just standing there all by itself, surrounded by marsh land. Exactly. I don't know, but then what does it say about our maintenance culture? How hosting sporting events fails to capitalize or to catalyze developments. Exactly. So maintenance culture in Nigeria, let's have a conversation about that. And I also have one thing to add to this, Fuad. The fact that you see one government comes, they build something amazing, and then successive government comes and it's abandoned.
Leaves it to decay.
And just leaves it. So that's what I'm concerned about. The church that was built in Akwa.
Well,
that's one.
Well, maybe they will have service, regular service.
Banquet.
I'm sure they should.
The banquet center. That's also built. That was holding banquets there. I don't know. So I just have another question as regards that why successive governments cannot continue with that. Continuity problem is another thing that we need to also add to the maintenance culture as well. How do we ensure maintenance of public facilities and utilities? This is aside from infrastructural development, aside from economy, even job creation as well. You're employing people to maintain these things. There'll be welfare officers, facility managers.
Sandra, go and look at the pedestrian bridges across Lagos. The whole thing is off. The coverings are off. Sometimes the railings are.
Vandalism is another thing, Fuad.
Maintenance would fight vandalism.
Yes.
If it's maintained. You ensure that you fight vandals. It's part of maintenance. It is when you leave it to decay that vandals even now prey on it. That it's been abandoned anyways. Yes. People are going to it.
True. All right, so how do we ensure maintenance of public facilities and utilities? That is the conversation as regards the first focal point. The second is states plan power projects. Is that the way to go for better service delivery in the power sector? And what are other suggestions that you think are needed as regards reforms in the power sector? All right, so the states are planning. There are 12 states that have gone far ahead as regards plans to start generating power in their respective states, which is in conformity with the Electricity Act 2023. They can't actually do that because the act permits state electricity board or any state authority or by whatever appellation to grant license for mini grids and provide the framework for the operation of such licenses. So with this, the federal government has succeeded in removing electricity from the exclusive list. So it's not like exclusive to the federal government, allowing states and even private individuals. So if Fuad has the money, instead of jackpotting with that money, he can just decide to, open up a power plant, all right, to invest in that particular power sector. So at this time now, although a state can regulate its electricity market by issuing licenses to private investors like Fuad, who can up the NERC, which is states have also applied to NERC sector. Can we trust our state governors? Or what other suggestions are needed for reforms in the power sector? Fuad, you can have your own 2 minutes.
Facilities to highlight the fact that look, we have a problem with maintenance culture.
Murtala Mohammed International Airport.
You left in a state of.
So the women in the community, even the inactive
refiners get, the result of our level of corruption. It's just corruption competent to get. So at the end of the day, he was having, I think, a burial ceremony.
It was a
attitude.
Even road.
That's why we can't maintain roads. I remember when the 𝐴𝐀𝐈𝐍𝐋𝐶𝐶 Stadium in Abuja was built, Sandra. I think for the All African Games, it was a delight to see. Go there now. The Velodrome was built then for that games. It's in a complete state of disrepair. That's why you see that anytime we have an international match, they hardly want to play it in Abuja. They take it to 𝐴𝐾𝐈𝐍. The 𝐺oswell Akpabio Stadium.
Oh, and that's newly built anyway. So
and again, the state is able
in
to
the future,
it.
can we see it maintained? No, for it's newly built.
But at least they've consistently been able to maintain it in their state. But why can't we maintain in one of Abuja? In fact, a lot of sports fans will tell you that, look, it's better to have, huge international football competitions held in Lagos here. Because the fan base in Lagos is bigger than any other part of the country. So just imagine we have all of those qualifiers played in Lagos. And imagine what we used to call it Agbole when I was young. This national stadium in 𝜌ᴁ. The activities when you watch body, you see the energy. But now you take it to 𝐴𝐾𝐈𝐍, somebody's coming from somewhere, they'll beat us. Lagos, so come and beat us in Lagos. The Lagos fans is a different kind of fan.
Because of the diversity.
And then the energy that comes with the way we, But we can't use the stadium because it's a state of disrepair. Consistently, it has been there, left to decay. I can see renovations happening.
Tሥlim is being rehabilitated.
Yes, and we hope that they'll be able to maintain that. But it's not as big and glamorous as the national stadium. That's why the state government, and I'm hoping that it will happen this time, has said that they should give it to the state. Why don't you just hand it over to the state to maintain and use? And I think it's an idea that has to happen, because the closer the government is to those facilities, maybe they'll be able to maintain it better. But again, we have a general problem with maintenance culture, and it's as a result of corruption. And then the issue of the power sector, I think we've said all we need to say. We need to unbundle that sector, Sandra. What has happened. The privatization process was fraught with corruption. It has led to us to where we are now. Sandra, the giant of Africa, the largest economy, still struggling with 3,000-4,000 megawatts of electricity generation. A national grid that keeps collapsing. Disco dancers who are disguising as distribution companies who are not able to do anything.
They are not dancing.
They are just waste of time. It's just. I'm sorry that we have to go this hard on them, but it's what it is, and that's going to be the opinion of a lot of Nigerians really in their dealings with those called disco dancers. They are not able to do anything. They inherited what was on ground during the old days of the PHCN. The cables are still the same. The transformers are still the same. And for any new transformer you see now, most likely the community bought it. I've not, unless you prove me wrong, I've not seen a community that said that, look, it was my disco, after we complained of a bad transformer, that bought and installed for us. You even buy, you have to do something to get them to come and install. So it's all muddled up because too much vested interest, conflict of interest. It was all corruption, political patronage. And then when you do things like that, this is the real. Again, I was telling Sandra, compare the power sector to the telecom sector.
I was saying that yesterday to someone. It's not the same.
No, because it was the same privatization. But because the privatization on that JᴏɪR Aᴊɪṕᴏ for the telecom sector had gone the way it should go. Remember that the former minister who was part of the privatization of the power sector said that, look, politicians just took over the whole process and messed it up. And Buhari even said it too, that, look, it was done on political patronage. That's why it will never work. And I'm saying that, look, the smaller the better, unbundle it, let's do something different.
Thank you very much, Said Fuad. We can now open the phone line for a listener to share his or her own thoughts as regards what we are discussing this morning. 0913-6000-410. 0913-6000-410. That is the number to call. Let's have a conversation. Or you can send a text message or a WhatsApp message to 0913-6000-430. 0913-6000-430. That is the number to send your text messages or your WhatsApp messages to. We're live on Facebook and YouTube, so you can drop your comments in the live chat section on both platforms at Mainland 98.3 FM. We also take messages from Facebook and YouTube platform. So please do well to also like, follow, share, subscribe. Content would really appreciate the support as well. This is Mainland Focus on Mainland 98.3 FM. You have just 2 minutes. Please, let's try to keep things clean. Would really appreciate that. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, I'm calling from Alaska.
So for the sake of all our listeners.
Okay, sir, no problem. you see, for this power sector, there is no solution. There is no solution. I am telling you the fact there is no solution. You know, my reason is very simple. This thing was sold or hand over to those, our former leaders. I'm sitting down here, I can tell you 2 or 3 distribution companies that belong to different head of state with their name.
Let don't mention name. Let's just do that.
No, I'm not mentioning. I'm not mentioning. I'm not ready to go.
You are correct.
You understand? Now, who is that person that will come and particularly this president? Therefore, let me just know that maybe I want to deviate from our point. I just want to make a point. Do you know that since this man came in, there was no national security, meeting, what are they calling it?
Head of states, yes.
State council
of states, yeah.
Why? Because, council of states. You know why? Because he and them, each and every one of them, he has issue with them before he become a president. Before. You understand? So he's looking way of how he can persuade them, to please them. So he cannot just go into that angle that he want to do. Remove that. And the closest in that particular agreement is two digits. But if there is political, yes, if there is any political will, he will do it. You can do it as a president. Fashola did it now. Lagos Ibadan Expressway. The closest was Babalaki. One day Babalaki is no advocate.
Yeah, they collected the contract from him. Yeah, I remember.
But they collected the contract. Fashola dismantled all those things. Okay, thank you. Today it comes to pass. You're welcome. Let's see you, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, my name is John. I'm calling from Agopala's Way.
Did you say Jonah?
John. I'm from Agopala's Way.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, the issue on ground on this power stuff, I believe it has become a very big scam. It has become a very big scam. All of a sudden, they told us that the so-called House of Assembly or what is owing so amount of billions. Now they are asking us for increment. Are you sure they are not trying to, make use of we the Nigerians by fooling us? Who are they fooling? All of a sudden, about 12 states are trying to go into their own private. Haven't they know these things all this while? So it's becoming a very big issue. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hello. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Aᴊɪṕ.
Morning.
Am I correct?
I'm calling from. Very correct. Very correct. Okay. The electricity sector is a big conundrum, and unbundling it thus far has not given us the desired result. However, we have to take a posture of looking into the future and looking at ways we can, better it and all of that. We all agree that those who bought this power plant and all of that do not truly have the exercise funding to run it, and liquidity is always a problem. But at least for whatever it is, we have to find a way to manage all this. So my thinking is this, that the tariff increase as it is for me, it's a short measure to address the liquidity problems we are having. Because based on what left, we heard that 2.9 trillion is what government is meant to spend as subsidy. And out of that, the A-Bank takes out 1.1 trillion. So they're probably looking at taking that out of government onto the people.
We lost that call. All right, 0913. You can't call back, actually, Mr. Aᴊɪṕ. I think probably airtime or network. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Sandra.
Good morning, Mr. Damlola.
Good morning, madam. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
On maintenance culture, I don't want Nigerians to overlook that aspect. The only thing is just that this country, our politicians, our leaders, they only maintain their stomach. Honestly, if you go around the public schools, oh Lord of Nazareth, a lot of things are going on there. The thing is just that whenever maybe one day Jerry is coming to Nigeria or Joe Biden is coming from America, that is when we begin to run up and down like a network. It isn't just that at the end of it all, when we put it in order, we will not go back in there to check. All those facilities, how much do we still have them on ground? The thing is, I don't understand. We are just being very wasteful in this country. In fact, day by day, there's nothing to talk about this country that the whole world we are still reason with. For how long are we going to continue with this? Only when we are preparing to hold one export festival, we begin to hold a here and there. Why? Can't we maintain what we have and actually progress on that? Well, the on second matter, electricity. I don't think the disco dancers, like Mr. Paul said, they have their drummers, politicians. But since are the drummers. The thing is just that, in fact, as long as we have this set of political elements in power, there's nothing we can do. We have batch A, batch B. Only God knows how they come up with all those things. So, Nigerians but some are in batch F. Those who are maybe once in a while, what they still like up NEPA, artificial madness. The thing is just that, why are we running the country this way? But unbundling it is a good thing, but how many states will be able to afford that thing? Because some state people now cannot even pay minimum wage. Then, if they are good actually going to read, it is not going to be on the platform of exploiting the people of the state. Governments should like to subsidize. They should go around the whole world. Better government need to subsidize for the people of the country. That is the only thing that can make the country to work. People can live as human. Right. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Mr. Damala. Appreciate it. Hello.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Peter Monson from Shogulu.
Yes, good morning.
You know this answer. That's why they are having band now. Band A is playing the band for them to dance in a Keja. Band D is playing the drum for them to dance in a. And unfortunately, I don't know which band we are here in Shogulu. Because for 3 days now there is no light. I don't know which band do we have in a Pampu side, Pushi side. Because we have not been having that sometimes 20 minutes, sometimes 2 hours, 3 hours. Is it the last band that we are having? That because Fela has died, the band has died, so electricity has died here. We don't have it. They should tell us the band that we belong to, whether the owner of that band is still alive. And then they should give us light. So we cannot pump water for our borehole. We were celebrating our landlord for giving us borehole last year. 3 days now we cannot pump water. We are now resorting to calling mother again. So which band are we? They should let me know. What? Do you know that in 2002, 2003, sometimes I will just put on my generator to warm it. After we have had so much light that you don't use gen, you just warm it and keep it. 1998, I traveled to Plateau State and Tank and spent 2 days. When I came back home and saw what my fridge did, they told me they have not taken light for 1 minute. It didn't blink. So what happened that all those infrastructures of the electricity that gave us light, they could not maintain it. This is the maintenance culture thing I'm talking about. Where today you go to some transformers, you just see the whole thing open and all the, what do you call it, the breakers are red. You will tell children don't go near there, that thing is open.
All right.
The transformer that was for 50 bungalows is now for 100 skyscrapers. They cannot change it.
Thank you.
Where are we going? What is happening? Nigerians, can we stand up and look for a new Nigeria for ourselves? Right. Thank you. Take care of yourselves, though, Nigerians, as my guy would say.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate 0913-6000-410. That is the number to call. Don't forget, we're live on Facebook and YouTube. Please do well to drop your comments in the live chat section as well. Hello. Good morning.
I'm on good morning to you.
Good morning.
Answer me ready.
Good morning, Prince Wise.
Morning to you.
Morning, sir. Morning, sir.
God bless all of you. Bless your management. And bless my country, Nigeria. Amen. Especially, when you talk about the internal culture, we lack it at all. If you remove federal capital from Lagos to Abuja, look at federal secretariat, go there now. Mighty building, nothing works. This nationality that we are talking about, my God. I can remember when we normally go to National Stadium. That is 76. When I was playing at the level of Cameroon. Beautiful stadium. We go there all the time. They look at what happened to the stadium. Even though instead of building the technique in the stadium, the players want to hand it over to the government. The government is having stadium now. How many football clubs do they have? When we come up with Nepal, we have professors in ∞ and the others. So it's like I did today. So Lagos is having Olympic Stadium, is having National Stadium, National Stadium. What is going on there? Nothing going on. The other culture of it happening. Even the officials are complaining about this this terminal when it was open, just like Dubai when we went inside it. Like so Hani was so dirty, I had to call the Commissioner of Environmental to do something about it. So we lack national culture in this country. When I used to go to maintain it, if a police, you will not be civil servant.
All right.
Somebody got after their pocket, and that's the problem we are facing. Unless we have, like in our neighborhood today, I was commended as environmental commissioner.
Thank you, Prince Wise.
That's it.
Thank you, Prince Wise.
Is it up?
It's 2 minutes. So today is Friday.
Okay, let me round up.
Okay.
But this is never this of a matter. This is please, Mr. Fuad.
Yes.
Journalist body investigate how the team signed that contract 2013. I think I cannot take it away from there. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you as well. Thank you very much, Prince Wise. I appreciate 0913 6410. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Sandra.
Good morning.
Yes, I like you, sir.
All right. Please go on.
Thank you. Good morning, Bankajima.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yes, I think this is the last Friday to our celebration.
Abio.
Yes.
Sandra wants to extend it by 2 weeks.
Banda. No. Be fair with us, though. You understand?
Yeah, you have tried.
Yeah. Thank you very much. See, on this issue of light, I hope our President Bola Asiwaju Tinubu will have that political will to handle this power issue. It is the political will. Because the so-called timber and caliber. I remember, Mr. Fawab, the last president, Buhari, when these people that was in charge of this ∞ or whatever they allocated our electricity in their hand, they came with that time. They said they don't have enough money to sponsor. To finance this something. Federal government supported them again with with finance. You understand? So, but up to today, we don't know who is who. Who are these people? We don't know the people behind. This our ∞ or whatever. The same the same mafia that is troubling us. It's the same thing that's happening in the oil sector. We see. That is exactly what is happening in the oil sector. The people that is catching away our crude oil. It is the temper. It is not me and you, Fawab. It is the big guys, that is in charge, drilling our resources. You understand? Because it's so easy. You see, the Navy, I'm very close to Navy, they have a patrol team on the highway, on the waterway. You don't dare, you don't dare go there. They finish you. But they know these people that is catching our oil, that we cannot meet our quota. So the same thing that is happening to electricity, unless President Tinubu has the political way, to solve this issue. This present minister is just making noise for nothing. They are just suffering the masses in asking us to pay extra. Nothing will happen. The same color will happen. This band 1 or band 2 area that will happen. My friend is living in one estate. They have light, 22 hours. They are paying special rates. You understand? Up to this moment, I'm telling you. You understand? So what are we talking about? And in my area, we don't have the higher we have light is 5 hours. So what are we saying? In the same country, in the same.
It's okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. It's okay. 0913 6000 410. Please let's stick within the 2 minutes time frame that's allotted to every caller.
Hello, Sandra.
Yes.
I'm Mr. Frank. Good morning, sir. I'm calling from command.
Yes.
All right.
See, we are just joking in this country, and I will beg everybody, please don't let us support any state telling us they want to give us like now. I'm begging, please. We are entering into our we move from fire farm to fire. These people have no will
for the people of the nation. So if they are going to do that, it will be at their own expense again and their own benefit. If the federal government can maintain and subsidize this electricity for the nation, look at what is happening to the state universities. People pay through every couple. Look at it; it's very expensive. It's not like a private university. For kind of like the state university paying nothing than 400, 340,000. How much is the federal university paying? But we are quick to judge. Oh, the state wants to do this. We don't want it because you know that we pay every couple with high rate. This one is we even better. See, if they are going to be subsidizing the darkness, let them continue subsidizing the darkness. Let's say capital injection to it. It is absurd. Let's say that is what we need. This thing is absurd. Go back to what we had before. That is what we want. And make this nation work. We can give this nation. We can give everybody. Look at ban. You have seen the name of the people on ban. On ban A now. You will know that my area is part of the ban A. And I'm telling you, we already have 11 hours per day. Now they are telling us that we are having 20 hours. I said, how come? That's the question. I said, how come?
All right, thank you.
And this is the life that we give Nigerians. And we buy it. We will even celebrate it.
Thank you, Mr. Bumi.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much. Trust in our state governors. I don't know. That's the same issue or the same challenge we're having as regards, state police conversation now. But I mean, this should be a way for the states to as well, generally generate rather, revenue for themselves. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Odwan. Calling from Mero.
Okay.
Good morning.
Mero is under band A.
That was even where I was going. That was why.
That's why you called.
Listen, the night air had been so epileptic. I'm telling you.
And you are in band A.
I think we don't even know the band we belong to. It's just, you see, Mr. Brad, this country, I just feel like we are not ready, honestly speaking. And I had the last caller saying that if you have political will, the issues are issues that can be solved. We don't take it overnight. Let me give you an example. There used to be a company around my address. They produced nylon. The owner of the company died, I think, some years ago. The Alaja was not able to keep up with the business because the maintenance, they use diesel,
the cost.
And now like, and to add to that, I remember some days ago I was listening to television, I was watching TVC. They brought in a professor who was talking about these things. And I was wondering, why can't we just go? I finished from the branch from years back. There are professors that can handle these sensitive political positions. Look at this president minister now. What does he know about physics? What does he know? Let me just look at that also. I remember when what's his name? PRC, Raji Pasha was the minister when it was still together at that time. He said something very important. He said most of those infrastructure are there. The colonial days.
He said maintenance or improvement.
He said the problem is the Nudu, the TCN, the problem TCN is the problem because a lot of those extension lines were done in those colonial days. They are old and they are not maintaining them and they are not even building more of those things. That's why you see when the thing breaks down, because when the power comes like that and the TCN is not able to obey it down. It's shut down. So the problem is not even distribution at all. TCN that the federal government is handling, that's what the problem is. And they are not financing it properly. Right. It's just so painful. Akiwaju has said that he's going to get power. And look at what is going on now. It's just so painful. These issues are issues. We have professors. They can handle this. What does Adela put me about physics? I am science oriented now.
It's okay. It's okay.
Thank
you, Mr.
Thank you.
It's all right. Thank you very much. Please, let's stick within the 2 minutes time frame. Apologies, I had to cut you off, but the 2 minutes, it's because today is Friday. We don't have the luxury of 9:45, the extra 15 minutes that we have Mondays through Thursdays. So we try to be as strict as possible on Friday. So we have some messages on Facebook. I'll take them before we go back to the phone line, and then some WhatsApp messages Owen Nat on Owen from Lagos is saying, good morning, Sandra and Fuad. Corruption cuts across all spheres of our economy. I don't see the needed transformation in the electricity sector coming to light with the unknown investors sitting behind the curtain. And that's Owen from Lagos. The unknown investors. I think Fuad is one of them. Good morning. We have just one problem in Nigeria. That's corruption. Deal with it with the correct vaccine and every other thing will fall in seamlessly. God bless Nigeria, baby. Prince Shola Shodeke, thank you very much. We also have Chika from Trade Fair, Chika Bende. Please, I want to ask EFCC, as they arrested Bobrisky, which cell did they put in? The men or women? I don't know. Can ask the EFCC. Top of the day to you, Dr. Said.
I have a solution